Hello, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Miss Yaakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, aka the Messenger, aka the Virgo Goddess, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka that Topaz Gem, Sapphire. And listen, I always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Yaakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see, okay? But this here, top of the afternoon, the goddess is feeling lovely and blessed, okay? I say my prayers each and every morning. I look up to the celestial realms, okay? The real Jerusalem. And I say my prayers to the sovereign Lord of hosts, for he is merciful and worthy to be praised. He's driving off many of y'all, okay? And he's giving me the land, me the inheritance. And it doesn't matter where the land is at and what the inheritance is. Wherever I'm at, that's where my land and my inheritance should be, okay? If you woke up this morning, you need to give thanks to the sovereign Lord of hosts, because each and every day that you wake up is a fresh new day and a new page for you to get some salvation for yourself, so you too can be redeemed from his judgment and everlasting condemnation, okay? But dig this, the name of this is called My Thoughts. My Thoughts, okay? It's a lot going on right now, all in the order of chaos and confusion, okay? It's a lot of things going on right now. There's so much that's going on right now. I can't even keep up. I mean, you got people that's getting stuck in Doha and in Dubai, okay? Then the plane in Atlanta, okay? Bomb threats on planes, and then you had the bomb threat that happened in New York, okay? Mainly people who be in crowds, and this is why I don't like crowds, okay? I don't like crowds of people because this is too much going on. You got a lot of terrorists that's running rampant around here. I mean, there's so much going on, I can't even keep up half the time. It's like, yo, like, can I get a peace of mind? Like, it's so much going on. And then also, the resettling in New Jersey, okay? Ashkenaz, Ritva, and Togarmah, okay, are resettling in New Jersey's territories. Jackson, New Jersey, and Lakewood, they resettling in Ocean County. Okay, yes, they resettling in Ocean County. New Jersey alone consists of approximately 21 counties: Atlantic County, Bergen County, Burlington County, Camden County, Cape May County, Essex County, Salem County, Passaic County, Sussex County, Union County, Warren County, Bergen County. Bergen County consists of Alpine, New Jersey, etc., etc., Fort Lee, Paramus Park. Sussex County consists of Sparta, Vernon, Byram, Andover, Stanhope, Hudson County, okay? Hudson County consists of Jersey City, Hoboken, okay? So they resettling, okay? Because after losing the war with Palestine, okay, now they have to find new territory, and New Jersey is becoming, and don't get me wrong, they always call New Jersey New Jerusalem. They always call New Jersey New Jerusalem, okay? So they are resettling, okay, in Ocean County and things of that nature. Also, other parts like Florida, they also have they have a spot in Chicago somewhere, okay? But mainly they making New Jersey their home, okay? So yes, this would answer why I will always see them in certain areas that they normally wouldn't be at. And I'm like, why are they over here? I never see them over here. What brings them to the Willie Lynch plantation? I always call it the Willie Lynch plantation. What brings them to the Willie Lynch plantation? Okay, because they starting to be in certain places, and that's probably why. In the 67 goes to Toms River, and Toms River in Lakewood. Okay, so that's what that is with that. So I say all that to say this is that it's a lot of changes that's going on right now with Ashkenaz, Ritva, and Togarmah, okay? They resettling, okay, after losing the war. A lot of them realized that, they made errors, okay? So a lot of them is feeling very, very regretful for their errors. A lot of them is starting to, try to go back and try to fix what they mess up and try to see where they messed up at. You know, you got a lot of that's going on. Okay, not all of them. Okay, not all of them. Some of them, probably out of all of them, probably like one or two of them that's probably like going over, trying to fix their errors, right? Because a lot of errors was made in the scheme of things, okay? And they realized that the chosen land was never the Middle East, okay? That's what that is. And they also starting to realize is that wherever they at, that's where the chosen land is, not that it's an actual place, okay? So they fixing their errors, okay? But they still got a long way to go, okay? Now, in the scheme of things, a lot of these converts that are living in their neighborhoods, they might have to give up. They might have to give up that place, because as it turns out, even in Lakewood, now keep in mind, when they settling in Lakewood in Ocean County, in order for them to reestablish and enlarge their territories, they got to push people out. Okay, so therefore, they've been asking people to buy their houses and buy people out because they need them houses for their people. They have to reestablish their regime. Okay, and that's what that is, and that's what that's about, reestablishing their regime. Now, these converts that converted over to that Judaism, I really don't believe that they part of this resettling. They might have to, listen, man, you see this brick right here? You better take this and learn how to build. Okay, it's 21 counties. 21 counties in New Jersey. You can pick a county, pick a small turf, pick a small land somewhere, use this brick right here and start building, okay? And try to, because slowly but surely they are cutting the umbilical cord from y'all. Okay, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it just is what it is. Okay, you have to get this thing for yourself. Okay, you have to get it for yourself and get your own clout. You don't need them for clout. Okay, they're their own entity. You should be your own entity as well. If you want to be part of the Israelites or be a Jew, whatever, you can be whatever it is you want to be. It's a free world, free for all. However, you don't need them to be an Israelite. You don't need them to be a Jew, okay? So this is basically what this is. Right now, they're resettling themselves, and these converts going to have to resettle themselves, okay? They might have to give up that that house or that apartment or whatever they at living in amongst them, okay, in their neighborhood. They might have to give that up, and they're going to have to give it to them people, okay? It's going to have to return back the sender, okay? That's just how that's going to go down. Sorry, the truth hurts. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like they separating themselves they detaching themselves from the state and Zionism and all that other stuff. So you got to resettle yourself. And again, it's 21 counties. Pick a county. Okay, I'm at where I'm at. They gonna be wherever they at. Me personally, I like the mountains. I like stuff like Shore Hills, Livingston, okay, things of that nature. I like stuff like that. Summit, okay, I like stuff like that up in that area. That's what I like, okay? I like what I like, okay? I like to be around trees, plants. I love the wildlife. I gotta be around water, okay? That's what I like, okay? And wherever I'm at, that's where my regime will be, okay? A lot of people is already dying off or they going to jail, okay? So, and I'm gonna always be right here, okay? I'm gonna always be right here. I'm not going nowhere, okay? With these other people, they got to push these people out. They got to buy these people out, and they are resettling, okay? They are resettling New Jerusalem in New Jersey. Okay, that's going to be the home. Okay, so it is what it is. A lot of these people going to have to get on board, or they just going to have to simply just get left behind. Okay, they're not going to be part of this resettling because they're distancing themselves slowly but surely from these people. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here, man. Just a little something on my mind. Resettling, it's a lot going on. There's a lot of changes that's happening. Okay. Find you a lane, get in it and stay in it. Get your own clout. You do not need Ashkenaz in them for clout. Okay, get your own clout and get it for yourself. You have to get this thing for yourself. And you was that spiker start looking into your world, say things you just don't see them going.